Lesbian Detectives. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it.
They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Right now, Lesbian Detectives. Lesbian Detectives. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready to go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the Lesbian Detectives.
This is Lesbian Detectives. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And we are here talking about missing and unsolved murders.
We are discussing cases that you have forgotten about or never even heard of.
So sit back, relax, and let's start this podcast. So I am back, and I am so excited to actually read this case this week.
By popular demand.
By popular demand. My wife, she did an amazing job on the last 2 episodes. Thank you so much for helping me out.
Anytime.
But I like that you read, but I didn't because I'm like, oh, that's my job. But I am back, and I'm happy to be back. And let's get started with this case.
Let us know, guys, if you want us to switch it up, take turns, whatever feedback.
Yeah, some cases. Don't push it. Right. But this case right here, guys, I really don't see a lot of people talking about it. Mm-hmm. And when I looked it up, I didn't see really any podcast covering this case. Okay. So I was like, you know what? Let's get this case out there.
Okay.
This is the case of Sequoia Cooper.
Okay.
Devin M. Cooper was born on August the 9th, 1988, to mother Regina Love. Devin actually changed her name to Sequoia.
Oh, okay.
She is a transgender woman, and her name is actually Sacoya Cooper. Okay. Pronouns are her and she. So throughout the case, that's the name we're going to go with, and that's her pronouns we're going to go with. So please, everybody, please be respectful. When she was 9 years old, Sequoia had been adopted after being in foster care for some time by a woman named Luann Cooper. But it seemed like she stayed in contact with her bio mom, Regina Love, as an adult. She also has a brother named James. One of her bestest friends in the world was Bree. They have known each other for over 20 years.
That's a great friendship.
Right, 20 years? Bree said that Sequoia was like a sister to her. At some point, the two were homeless. Bree moved to Columbus for a fresh start and invited Sequoia to join with her. A month after moving to Columbus, Sequoia, she not only found a job in the thrift store, but she also managed to find her own home and moved out. The two live about 20 minutes away from each other, but Bree quickly moved next door to Sequoia. Recently, however, Sequoia had moved into a house that she rented. Mm-hmm. At the time of disappearance, Cooper was living with her partner. He was 52 years old, Richard Harris. Sequoia was only 33.
Jeez, that's a big jump. Like about 20 years?
Yeah, 20-some years.
20.
Let's not do that math on this. They had a good age gap between them.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that math right now. They live near Cremus Park in the North Linden neighborhood of Columbus, Ohio. She worked as a crew manager in a nearby McDonald's restaurant. On August the 30th, 2021, Sequoia Cooper spent the day with her best friend Bree, as they often did, having a little barbecue and drinking some wine. Bree said that she didn't see anything unusual with Sequoia's behavior that day. On August the 31st, 2021, Sequoia was last seen at her house in Columbus, Ohio. Around 11:30 p.m., Sequoia left after texting her partner that she was going to the store to get some water. At 3 a.m., Sequoia called her best friend, Bree, but she didn't leave a message when she didn't answer the phone. When Bree woke up and saw that she had a missed call from Sequoia, she didn't think anything about it because both of them work odd hours of the night. So she didn't think anything was bad that her friend called her at 3 o'clock.
So they were working.
Odd hour jobs.
Right. Is it because they were women of the night?
So it doesn't say that she was. It doesn't say, but I have read a lot of people say that they think that she was because how fast that she came to Columbus and she got a house in a month and she got all that stuff.
She was well established.
Yeah, but
pretty quickly.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, how she come homeless and then she got all this stuff. So
And a sugar daddy.
yeah, she had shit. Well, we don't know. I don't know how much money he got, but we don't know. So we're not going to put it out there that she was, but we don't know her history.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
Sequoia Cooper has never been heard from again. Her boyfriend at the time said she left their home to get some bottled water at the store, and she never showed up again, Harris 52 said. I know she had a text message right before she left, and that's all I know. She left and she never came back. This is something that she has never done before. This is so unusual. Sequoia was last seen on August the 31st, 2021 in the area near her partner's home, a few blocks southwest of Cremus Park on the north side of Columbus. Around 11:30 p.m., her car, a 2009 Black Ford Fusion, was also missing. Richard said that Sequoia went to the store to get a bottle of water, and she got a text message shortly before. The contents were never given to the public. It's unclear Sequoia ever made it to the store. The disappearance was unlike her. Richard tried calling her, but it appeared that Sequoia's phone was turned off. Sequoia would talk with her loved ones on the phone nearly every day. She was reported missing the next day on September the 1st, 2021. Her partner was actually the one who filed the missing report. In October 2021, authorities recovered Sequoia's vehicle, a 2009 Black Ford Fusion in West Columbus, Ohio, using a license plate reader system. The car was found with stolen license plates on it.
Oh, wow.
Authorities believe Sequoia's last known whereabouts were in northeast Columbus in either the area of Howie Road and Weldon Avenue or in the East Weber Road, Cleveland Avenue. Sequoia disappeared along with her cell phone, which was turned off after she went missing. Someone logged into Sequoia's Facebook Messenger account on at least 2 occasions since her disappearance.
Somebody logged into her Facebook
Yeah.
with her phone?
Yeah. No, not with her phone. It just said that they logged into her Facebook Messenger after she went missing like 2 times. But it's like the police are keeping a lot of things secret about this case. So it's like things we really don't know about.
Unless it was the partner trying to notify the friends that Sequoia had passed or she was missing or something.
He was trying.
The thing about it is the car, did they dust it for fingerprints?
We don't know. I mean, they did. We all know that they did when they got it, but we don't know what they found.
And was her phone missing too? Like, there's so many questions.
Her phone stuff was gone.
Everything.
So when she went missing, her phone, all her stuff.
Car.
Yeah, I mean, I have a theory of what I possibly think that might have happened, but we don't know until everything, well.
So we get all the details.
Get all the details.
Jumping the gun.
Sequoia family members and close friends has been searching for her and putting up flyers, looking through any available security footage and working with Columbus Division of Police to find answers. Searches has been organized in the neighborhood, but nothing has been found during them. An organization called Black Queer and Intersectional Collectives, or BQIC, was focused on issues finding Black members of queer communities. Help with this organization, the searches during which volunteers went door to door, passed out flyers, and asked for any information about Sequoia. Richard had received a tip about a possibility of sighting of Sequoia on a gas station, but the security cameras recording proved that it wasn't her. He also got a text message with a ransom in which alleged kidnappers asked for $7,000 to get Sequoia back or $500 just to speak to her. Richard told all this to police, but they brushed it off as a prank.
What?
Yeah. They just brushed it off as it was a prank. But to me, when I read that, I was like, okay, like it could be a prank, but why is somebody doing this? Look into it.
Right. It could be a lead.
So I wonder if it's somebody that the couple know for them to test that information. Like say, hey, $7,000. Because sometimes I feel like when people do like ransom, they ask for a certain amount of number because they need it or they know the person have that amount.
Right.
So for them to say $7,000 or $500 to speak to her, I feel like the police really should have looked into it a little bit more. Even though they think it's a prank, it could have been a tip or something that we don't even know.
Right.
What if it was the people that kidnapped her or hurt her and they were trying to get some more money?
They should have taken this more seriously. Somebody is missing. Mm-hmm. You could either help find them. You shouldn't just disregard them. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know that.
I thought that was a big tip. I don't know. It could have not been anything important.
But it could have.
Right.
But I just feel like, too, because she's a minority and
A transgender.
a lot of them are prejudiced against.
That's true. And I lived in Ohio for a couple months and it was very opening. Some people
Very open.
Like some people's very nice and sweet and some people's like racist. But like I grew up in the South, so I was like used to it kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know the area that they lived in per se because I didn't live in Columbus when I was there. I lived in Bedford. So it's kind of like I wonder what kind of neighborhood it was, really.
I mean, regardless of the neighborhood, it's somebody's life. Mm-hmm. And they should have taken it more seriously.
Mm-hmm. That's what I believe, too. In September of 2022, it had been announced that the FBI has joined the case, which is good.
Yeah.
But, guys, that's all we really have on this case.
So the FBI didn't come up with anything?
We don't know. I looked to see what the FBI found. Didn't find anything. And we in 2024. So that should tell you. Nothing. There is a reward of $10,000 for any information to lead into Sequoia location. Sequoia was 33 years old when she went missing. She is 5'5" and 145 pounds. She is a black transgender woman. Her eyes and hair are brown. When she disappeared, she had brown lemonade braids, large side part braids swept over her shoulder. She has 2 tattoos. Go Get That Cash on the right front thigh and Sequoia on the left right thigh. When she was last seen, Sequoia was wearing a black and white summer dress, black and white baby fat sandals, a silver fossil watch with gold Roman numbers on it, and a diamond rings. If you have any information on Sequoia disappearance, please contact Columbus Division of Police. And this is the case of Sacoya Cooper. And I wish, guys, we had more information on her. But the information that we have just now telling you is enough for her case to pick back up and get more light. So this is why we do our podcast. Like, we're really trying to get more cases out there.
Right.
And let's get into some theories.
Let's get into some theories.
So who going first? You or me?
Me.
Okay.
I just want to say they should have done more. They probably could have figured out who did this, but I feel like because people were prejudiced or didn't care enough for this type of person, they didn't do enough. They found a car. They haven't given any update. They could have dusted it for fingerprints, all that good stuff, try to get some DNA. Nothing. We haven't heard anything about the car. Not even if her body was there. Nothing. Second, her phone. Come on, it's the 21st century. It has a tracking feature on there. Nothing. It was odd to me that she was trying to go get some bottled water at 11:30 p.m.
I thought that was weird too.
You know how overprotective I am. I don't feel comfortable you going out by yourself at that time of night. Either we go together or we don't go at all.
Or I do Ubers.
No. The only thing that they came up with was somebody logged into her Facebook. You can get an IP address. What's going on with that information?
Yeah, I feel like they not giving us a lot of information or they holding it. Because it's like, she went missing in 2021. If they say the early 80s or 70s, I'm like, okay, I can see it. But 2021?
Exactly.
That's kind of weird. And you found her car by doing a license plate reader. So you can do that. And you see that somebody logged into her Facebook twice after she went missing. I mean, was it the boyfriend trying to check in on her with the family? But it seemed like he had family information and stuff like that. And I did think like, okay, was it the boyfriend? Because I think about the Alexis Patterson case. The day before she went missing, she was seen on camera. But when they were trying to look into her, because he had to know what store she was going to, right?
Right. And they usually have cameras.
They would usually have cameras in the store at 11:30, but no offense, nothing. Ain't no stores open up over here by like 11:30. Gas station closed. McDonald's, well, not McDonald's still open, but like places I would go to per se, But it's just weird, and like a lot of people don't see it the boyfriend because of like how he act, he cried, all of that, but
he reported her the next day.
Yeah, he reported her the next day. So it's like, but to me, 11:30. If you're not home by 12 o'clock or 12:15, I'm crazy. When I go out, guys. This is how like crazy I am, and my wife kind of make fun of me, but she understands me. I go out. I give myself a time period. I'm like, hey, if you don't hear from me about this time, call me like, hey, where you at? Because I'm like, make sure I'm okay. I even tell her like when it's just me and my daughter at home and she's at work, I'm like, hey, call me if you don't hear me like what time? 9 o'clock?
Right.
Call and make sure I'm okay,
Right.
So it's like I have things like that for my safety and my child's safety and for her. Because I tell her, like, when you get to work, text and let me know you made it. It's just give me a peace of mind. But I don't know, I feel like it's two things could have happened. The boyfriend, I was thinking about the person, or she went out and she got robbed and they took her. And that has happened, not happened, I won't say happened a lot because I hope it doesn't really happen a lot. But you do see cases like that. But I don't know. It's just with this case right here, it's like a lot of things that we don't know that we should know a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah, that's one thing I was about her friend, because people did think about the friend. And I'm like, I read, guys, like when I do cases, like I read other people's theories to see, like, does it flow? Like, what kind of ideas they have? But to me, I'm like, because this one, I only had one because I figured it's a burglary. It's that she called her best friend.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like crazy to me because if I go missing, if I get kidnapped, I'm going to call my wife. I'm going to call my wife or my mother. Those are two most important people in my life that I'm going to call. But who I'm going to call first, I probably call my wife because that's my partner.
Right. We live together.
Yeah. And she was at her boyfriend's house. Mm-hmm. So I wonder why she called her best friend instead of her boyfriend. And also, just seeing it.
Yeah, that is odd.
Why he didn't call the best friend? Because she only had one missed call from her friend, but she didn't have one for the boyfriend. If you go missing, right? Not missing. If you go to the store, right? You go to the store and you're not back home. First person I'm calling Eileen. I'm calling your other sister. I'm calling your brother. I'm calling everybody that is close to you, your family.
Yeah.
But it never said that she only called she only called her best friend. And then her best friend didn't get a phone call from her partner. You would call, think about it. If I go missing, who are you calling? You calling Deborah. And then you calling my other friends. You calling people that I hang out with.
Well, if if something was to happen to me, I would call you first. And then I would call, like you said, your family, you know? And so unless it was the boyfriend,
I
'cause
never saw proof that she left at 11:30. He just said that she left at 11:30 and that she got a text message, but the police won't tell what the text message is.
I wonder what their relationship was like. Maybe that's something else that we should know. Like if he had any criminal background or criminal history, if they got along, if he was possessive, controlling, jealous, whatever. Any red flags would help determine if he was a prospect. The only thing that gets me, though, is the ransom. He did report that to the police, but the police took it as a
Prank.
And it's just like, I don't know.
Weird.
But the thing is, they can like track
They could have tracked it. That's what I'm saying.
the call.
He took his phone and said, "Hey, I got this."
That's what I'm saying. Like there was so much neglect with this case.
It could have been solved because you found her car on a different part of town. You see that her license plate was took off and another license plate was put on. It's kind of creepy to me. Watch a lot of shows and they mean like they took her car.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of weird me out because I really don't know her. It's the bottled water.
At 11:30 p.m.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to the store to get no freaking bottled water.
No.
At 11:30 at night. I'm just going to wait till the morning time.
Yeah.
11 for some water. I mean, like,
I got juice.
Oh man, like I use the sink or I use my refrigerator. Like it's too many options I have. Because if he said a bag of chips or some candy, I'm like, okay, I can see it. You know,
Put a bottle of water.
water. Or what if she was cheating on him?
That is an excuse to go out and maybe he caught her, but
Because the police, because he said that she got a text message before she left, right?
from who?
We don't know. The police won't tell us who. But what if it was somebody that she was creeping around with?
Unless the police knows kind of who it is, and that's why they don't want to. But to me, like the only thing is the boyfriend or a random person.
It's 3 options. She was having an affair, the boyfriend, or she really did go to the store to get a bottle of water, and somebody saw her and was trying to take her car, and but I don't know. I'm thinking about people taking cars, right? And they probably was like, they pushed the person away. Like, get out the car, move.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like what they did to her car, they was trying to make sure nobody found it.
Yeah.
But also, they would like scrapped it. Like, they would just like scrap it. They wouldn't left it where, to be found.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I like theories, because it's like you can just put anything, not out there, but you can have any theories.
There's a lot of possibilities.
There's a lot of possibilities.
The thing about it is the 3 a.m. call, though, like you said she worked at a thrift store. Thrift stores are open pretty much daytime. McDonald's is open 24/7, but the boyfriend never said that she was at work.
No, she was at home with him.
Exactly.
And you know what? The best friends are all they work all hours. Let me tell you something. I know my best friend hours of work. Like, I know what time they're going to work because like we talk.
Yeah.
So you and your friend, y'all just hung out that day. Y'all drunk, y'all ate barbecue. She would have told her she was going to work that day.
But even the boyfriend would have said if she would have gone to work.
But I'm talking about the phone call. She said, "Oh, I saw her call me, but we call each other all hours of the day because our work schedule."
Yeah.
But
If she wasn't working that day, she shouldn't have been calling you at 3. Unless there's another job, and I hate to throw this out there, but unless there's another job being like women of the night, and I'm sorry to try put this together, but it is a possibility, or this is one of my theories. Like, I've heard that a lot of transgender women do have trouble finding jobs because a lot of people don't want to hire them. So a lot of them do start going out at night and being women of the night.
wouldn't her boyfriend at least know?
That's the thing. Like,
Well, if he did know.
if he did know, then, I mean, he's not really a suspect. But if he didn't know, it's difficult. It's a difficult pill to swallow.
To me, if you was a woman of the night and like they don't stay together, she has his house. I mean, he has his house and she has her house, right? But I would kind of see some signs a little bit.
Oh,
My first mind would be
they live separately.
they live separate, but she was staying over at his house.
So how did when she left
Yeah,
to go get the water?
yeah. So that's the part. It's like kind of confusing to me is that she was over his house. It's like I don't know. The best friend is just like a part. It's something about her story. I just don't know, right? Because they was homeless together. They know each other for 20 years, right? I feel like it's a lot that she could be telling us and not telling us. Well, telling us or telling the police that could help this case. Because if I have a best friend for 20 years, my longest friend is not 20 years. I mean, but it's just, you will tell that friend a lot of information. You will tell them your deepest, darkest secrets. And it's for her to say, oh, she worked, you know. But like, you would know your friend would be at work because they hanged out that day. She probably said, oh, yeah, I'm going to my boyfriend's house, spend the night with him. She probably said that. Mm-hmm. So it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I just like that 3 a.m. phone call. If it was her, she was probably calling her best friend for help. If it was like a boyfriend, the boyfriend heard her, she probably called her best friend like, hey, like I need my friend, you know? Mm-hmm. Or, I don't know. It's two things. There's a couple things the police, I feel like, should look into more. It's that text message they did, but they never released it. We don't know what that text message was. The 3 a.m. phone call, kind of creepy to me a little bit.
Right.
And also the bottle of water. It's like, girl, a bottle of water at 11:30? You that thirsty?
Unless it's a reason to go out. But that's the thing about me is, okay, you said they lived in 2 separate houses. Mm-hmm. She went to her boyfriend's house. Mm-hmm. If you're over here cheating, I would have not said, hey, let me go get a bottle of water. I would have been like, oh, okay, well, you know, I'm tired. I'll see you later. I'm heading back home. Mm-hmm. And that would have been the end of it.
Mm-hmm. But she was spending the night. She couldn't say that.
I wouldn't agree to spend the night if I wanted to go with somebody else, is what I'm saying.
But if your sneaky link is texting you and like, hey, I want to see you, and you really want to say your sneaky link, you're going to make up a lie to go see it. But we don't, if she did have a sneaky link, we don't know how close the sneaky link was to her boyfriend's house.
Yeah.
I just want to know what store. We don't know what store she was going to. That's another thing. What store was she going to? How far was it?
I feel like the friend has more information that she's letting on.
She's probably hiding her friend's secrets. Because, like, no offense, if my friend's cheating on her spouse, I'm not snitching. That's girl code.
Or if she's a woman of the night, like, that's also not an easy pill to swallow. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's so many possibilities. That's why I feel like I love doing our theories, because I feel like
But the thing about it too is, if they were really like the best of friends and she did have a sneaky link and she was going out at 11 p.m., wouldn't she tell her like, hey girl, like I'm gonna meet my sneaky link tonight, like just watch out for anything, you know?
No, because her friend would probably asleep. So she's like, I'm not going to text her or call her, you know?
You know, anytime that anybody does any online dating and we know them, they send you a picture of who they're meeting with, where they're meeting.
I have went to a couple of those dates. And I was not even a part of the date. I was just being there for my friend.
Right.
I've been to a lot of it.
For safety, yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
But if it's her sneaky link, because she known for years or been messing around for months, she's not going to tell her best friend that she's going with her sneaky link. Because I wonder what that message was and why he wasn't like... Because he kept bringing up, he said, yeah, she got a text message before she left. She got a text message before she left. He kept bringing up, she got a text message before she left. She got a text message before she left. I wonder what was in the message. This case right here is just possibilities after possibilities after possibilities.
Right.
It's just so much. And it's like, I feel like we need to get this case back out there. Get it back out there so the police can have more leads to solve this case.
Yeah. Give them that extra push, put some pressure on them, and get the justice that they deserve.
Because social media is now.
Yeah, it's the 21st century. Come on.
Come on. So, guys, this is our case. I'm sorry that we didn't have like a lot of information that you could like give your theories, but that's all we have. But I love doing the theories. So,
Yeah.
and with our theories, guys, I want to explain. Our theories are just our theories. We're not going for a family member. We're not hurting anybody's feelings. We said a possibility.
Right.
So please don't take it in a mean way that like, oh, they're being mean to this person. We're not. We're just saying what we think that might happen. We could be completely wrong.
Right.
We probably are completely wrong half the time.
Right.
But we're just saying what we think that might happen. We wasn't there. We don't know anything.
Right.
So please,
Don't take it personal.
don't take it personal. If you have any cases, subjections, please let us know. Also, we are on all podcast platforms. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. We hit a new episode every Friday. Also, follow us on YouTube. All our social medias is in the description below. And this is Lesbian Detectives. I'm Sierra.
And I'm Elizabeth.
Everybody's a suspect.
Until proven innocent.
See you next week.
Lesbian Detectives. Unsolved cases. She's still missing. Yeah, they haven't found her yet. Well, let's talk about it.
They say he vanished without a trace. Could it be a psychotic break or a tragic accident? Police don't know where the body went. Unsolved murders, body still missing. That's unheard. Where's the witness? Lesbian detectives, what's going on? City on high alert, this out the norm. He did what, the who? Man, that ain't real, these crimes ain't true. Then come uncover these theories with us. We live right now, tuning in is a must.
Right now, Lesbian Detectives. Lesbian Detectives. We about to start the show, so get your popcorn ready to go. Pay attention to the message I present to you, the Lesbian Detectives.